This is the Rule Your Money Show. I am your host, Dakota Gritty. Thank y'all for joining us. Welcome to 2025. It's January. That's right, y'all. January of the new year. So quickly, so fast. All right. So maybe you're an entrepreneur. You're trying to get the bag. And are you sacrificing your health for wealth? Let's talk about it. So today I'm joined by my friend Antonette Carabuena, who owns Corinthus Private Nursing Services in Boston, Massachusetts area, I believe. So I wanted to have her on the show today, talk about health and how important it is for you in your business. Antonette, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dakota. I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for the invite. It's New Year's, woohoo!
Yes,
We
ma'am. Yes,
need to
ma'am.
stay healthy.
Tell me about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so hi everybody. My name is Antonette Carabuena. I am a master's prepared registered nurse, and I am also the owner of Corinthus Private Nursing Services. Corinthus is a luxury concierge private nursing service offering top tier skilled nursing services to clients after their surgery, clients who are in need of cosmetic aftercare, clients who need support after their IVF, and elderly care in the comfort of their homes, hotels, or their preferred location. You can reach Kuranis Private Nursing Services by visiting us online at kuranisnursing.com, and we do offer free consultations, so you can give us a call, 617-203-8897. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So let's talk about entrepreneurship. Getting a business off the ground takes a lot of energy and effort, and people may not be taking their health seriously. What have you seen, or just research, or maybe from maybe your clients? What have you seen? How people have they been sacrificing their health just to start a business? Talk about that.
Yes, Dakota, they are because as you know, you are an entrepreneur, it can be very stressful. And sometimes, humans are the master of excuses, right? So they're always going to say, oh, I'm not going to exercise because I need to finish this or have a networking event, or I am just so swamped, especially for small business owners because they're still starting their businesses and they get so overwhelmed. So most of them sacrifice their health. But I realized, and I've known this for quite some time now, way back in college, there was this old wise man at a restaurant. I was sitting beside him with a friend of mine, and he was, enjoying a drink and good food with his wife. And we're just having a conversation, and that was like the best and most simple advice that I had that I still kept with me all throughout. And he said, you know what, you're young. My piece of advice for you is to stay healthy, because if you are healthy, everything follows. And that is so true. As what everybody says, they sacrifice their health. At the same time, you cannot do anything if you're sick. You cannot do everything if you're in bed. So you have to take care of yourself. And since it's New Year's, it is very important for me as a business owner, although there are some days wherein you feel less motivated, but it's really mind over matter, and it's all about training your brain. So for me, I know the schedule can be very crazy, but even if you're still starting and you haven't developed that routine yet early morning, you can always start with like a 15-minute exercise. You can do it probably in your bedroom floor. You can do push-ups. And once you gain that routine, no matter what time of the day, for me, I always like to start my day with exercise, no matter what, maybe 15, 20 minutes as soon as I wake up, or maybe like stretching and do a little bit of a yoga. You can do that. And you can always increase the frequency and the time as soon as you develop that routine. And also, exercise, you have to top it off with eating healthy as well, because exercise would be not successful if you're not eating healthy, you're not eating the right kind of food, because your body and your muscles need some good nutrition. So, what I do, and I always practice what I preach, is I start my day with some protein, just hard boiled eggs, no, none of those yellow yolk in it. And I started with any type of like smoothie that is packed with proteins, or any type of like green smoothie that I do to start my morning. And of course, coffee, because that is my adrenaline for the day as well. And also just make sure that you eat a healthy diet. Definitely, probably less processed food. I know we love our processed food because we're so busy, but make sure you develop a routine to like try your best to cook and eat healthy, and stay away from all the junk and the processed food. And with that, that will definitely be your recipe to function better. Your memory is way much better. You know, if you exercise, you can have more blood circulation, go fresh blood going into your brain, more oxygen going into your brain, and you can be more creative and more productive. And definitely take care of yourself, self-care, and stay healthy, not just during the new year's at the start of the year, but every day.
So for those who start the new year the right way and then they end in February, how can you stay motivated when you feel like every year you start, you don't see results in a short period of time, then you end it? How can people stay motivated to continue to work out during the year?
Yeah, so great question is what I've said. Like anything else, and consistency is the key, because it's like brushing teeth, right? And even with business or entrepreneurship, people always like to just start their business, and then it's all the glamour and the excitement once you start it, but maintaining it is hard. You have to like go down and dirty in terms of at the middle of the night and networking and creating your content, and calling all these like different people, cold calling. You have to stay consistent in terms of your marketing strategy, and that applies to health as well. At the start of the year, you have to make sure you create your goal, and you have to stick to your goal. And it's not just like, yeah, you're going to exercise until February. No, the key is consistency. You can start, like as what I've said, 15 minutes or even like 10 minutes. You can exercise like on the floor after, like doing some ho- work on your desk, or right after when you get up in the morning. And then once you develop that consistency, then increase it to like 20 minutes, and hopefully you can reach your goal to maybe 30 or an hour of daily exercises, or exercising Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and resting during Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends. You can do that. So I think it's really is consistency, and also it's all about the mindset, right? Because anything is possible. And I really, really do believe that we are just capable to do whatever we desire to do, as long as you set your mind for that goal.
That's good right there. I believe that mindset is important too, because you can do anything, put your mind to it if you want to. And I think if people really want to change their life, whether it's finances, health, relationships, they can do it. Talk about that in terms of some people may make excuses. Well, you don't know, I have 12-hour shifts, or I work 13 hours a day. Talk about how do people overcome excuses? Because you got solutions, right? You got solutions on what you can do 15 minutes a day, which is not a lot of time. But for those who say, I don't have time, what do you say to that?
One thing for me, based on personal experiences, is you can utilize, because that's hard, especially if you're still starting. But if you have like an accountability partner, or you can actually utilize social media, if you blast it out there that you are exercising, like say, for example, 5 a.m. club, who wants to join with me, then you can get all your crew to join you. But also for me, because initially it was kind of hard to really like develop that routine to at least exercise. And when I wake up early in the morning, maybe 5:30 or 6 a.m., sometimes it's hard. But then we develop something that kind of like works in my household. So whoever, anybody who's part of my household who doesn't join us every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays will pay us $20. I think it's $50 now. So now nobody wants to like pay anybody. So everybody gets up, and we actually created a home gym in our basement, and that's what everybody exercises. And say for example, if we're all lazy and we don't want to get up, then what we do is we pay each other and we save that money. So I think it's a win-win because nobody wants to pay anybody. I think the most essential part, if you really is struggling in terms of motivating yourself, then find something or find an accountability. It might be your personal trainer. It might be you can use social media through that, because I know we are in the social media world. Or you can be creative at home and how to utilize. So make sure that you are staying consistent with your goal for the year and staying healthy.
Mm. Now, being a nurse, you made what 12-hour shifts, for example, 4 days and all 3 days. Did you incorporate that when you were in nursing school too? And when you got into the field, did you incorporate exercise, or did you have time to study and working and all the other things you were doing?
So in terms of incorporating exercise in like the long hour shifts, yeah, I think like with anything else, planning and strategy is very important. And it took me a while to get it, but it's fine. It's all about trial and error. That's how it is until you develop what really fits for you, because every person has different lifestyle. Every person has different, schedule for the day. So for me specifically, if I have a busy day, say for example, if I'm working 12-hour shift, so everybody in my household and including myself we're not exercising on those days, because 12-hour can be very draining, and self-care is very important, especially working as a health professional. We're on the go all the time. I specialize in critical care. It's a stressful environment. You're on your feet all the time, physically and emotionally draining. At the end of the day, you just want to shower, relax, and rest. So on the days that I'm working in the hospital, I utilize, aside from, smoothies, eating healthy, to have that power to really stay on the go and stay sharp. I also just utilize meditation, because it's very important to just make sure that you're ready for the day. So that's the type of kind of like a little bit of an exercise that I do for myself to take care of myself. But on the days that I'm not working the 12-hour shift is when we do the physical exercise, that we do strengthening. Fridays, most especially, I don't usually, if I don't work Fridays, we do leg day Friday. So that's what we do. You have to make sure that you have a plan, create a strategy, and make sure that you implement that plan.
All right, so as we close, you mentioned your workout. Do you do leg day, upper body day? Do you switch it like that? Do you do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes now that you're doing it more consistently? Talk about your workout regimen more, please.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very great question. So for me, because I'm always busy, I try to be consistent. For now, I work out like at least minimum of 30 minutes, three to four times a week. And it's usually like at least on the days that I start my day, usually between 5:30 or 6 a.m. And to remain consistent with my routine, I usually start with cardio. So I utilize a treadmill for 15 minutes. So I do that, and after that, I do the bicycle for 15 minutes or 10 minutes for that one, and then I basically lift weights as well, because you have to make sure that you're strong. And then usually Fridays is we utilize leg days on Fridays, where we do squats, because you have to strengthen your leg as well. So we do squats. And then aside from the machine, because that builds consistency in terms I already know I hop on the treadmill and then the bicycle exercise. And then in between of that, I do 3 reps of the strengthening exercise, which is like lifting weights for my back, because I have a bad back, and that really helped. And also just 3 reps of just push-ups and sit-ups, just to make sure.
Awesome, awesome. So
It's simple exercise, but with consistency, it does help.
yes, great. So my goal is to do every other day. So I do upper body one day, the next day I do legs, and switch between the two, and I do 30 minutes basically. So yeah, it helps.
It does.
So thank you for your time, and tell about how they can find about you again online, social media, your website, and even your podcast. I just did it with you last month, right? So it will be what? Glow and grow, glow and thrive. Correct. Correct.
Yes, yes. So yeah, definitely please everybody if you're around the Massachusetts area, predominantly Boston and the greater Boston area, please come call us, visit us. Curantis Private Nursing Services, if any of your family members, loved ones, or any of you know, please utilize our services. It is a private pay service for private pay concierge nursing services. So please do contact us at 617-203-8897. You can visit our website as well at www.curantis, nursing.com. And I am also the host of Glow and Thrive Live, the health, beauty, and wellness show. And if you are a healthcare professional or if you have anything to offer to educate our audience, and if you're an entrepreneur as well, please contact me. You can email me info@curantisnursing.com to be a guest on that show. Dakota had fun last month and he was able to give us all the different strategies and in terms of savings and investment. So please do. And we are being produced, or who's helped the production team that's helping us with the show is Filipinos in Production. They are an amazing team of producer who's helping us with our live show. And also on top of that, we are creating content, but it's also a live networking event. If you are anybody who wants to know, any type of entrepreneurs or strengthen your network, that is also the show to go.
Awesome. Well, Antonette, thank you for your time.
Of course, my pleasure. Take care and Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. And this is the Rule Your Money Show. Thank you for joining us.